Welcome all to NIBM Online Webinar on the topic e-business models. We have heard about e-business or e-commerce. What is e-commerce all about? E-commerce if I am talking about one decade before, e-commerce just meant transaction, online transaction. 5 years, even not a decade, I am talking about 5 years before, it was like online transaction. Anything you buy through online or sell through online, it is called as e-commerce or e-business. But nowadays this term e-commerce or e-business have lot of added value to it. When I am talking about added value, it means that there is an existence of virtual company in the internet. There is an existence of online platform in the internet. There is an existence of entire online marketplace in the internet. So I'm not talking about a physical market, physical company. I am talking about a virtual market and a virtual company. We have lot of examples for it. From different points of view. So I'm just talking about e-commerce business models in this webinar. So when we are talking about business models, we can classify the e-commerce business models into 4 categories. One is online B2B or business to business transaction. Second one is B2C, online B2B model, that is business to business transaction. And third one is B2G, business to government transaction online. And the last one is C2C platform or customer to customer transaction platform. So when I am explaining it one by one, let us start with online B2B business model or B2B e-commerce model. B2B e-commerce means the product of one company becomes the raw material of another company. Say for example, if I am manufacturing a chemical, that is my business is chemical manufacturing, my product, it may be used for another company in their manufacturing process. So what my product is another man's, I have a lot of customers, I don't have any consumers, end consumers. My product is being used as a raw material for another business or another company. So all the transactions which is made between these two companies or these two organizations is what is termed as B2B transaction or online B2B model, business to business model. In olden days, or say for a decade before, that entire transaction was in the form of physical format. But now what is happening is all the transactions, even raw material procurement, is done online, or it is done with the help of internet or with the help of ERP software, and it is called, the new term for procurement is e-procurement, online procurement. So what is the next kind of transaction between B2B? Next kind of transaction is transaction of these orders, invoice or orders. These are also taking place in form of online transactions. Then we have a lot of other transactions, including bill payment or getting of raw materials, online payment of bills, etc. comes in this particular format. So all these transactions done through online between two business is called as B2B online business model. Then the second category is B2C. We all know about B2C transaction. We are shopping through Flipkart. We are shopping through online, Amazon.com, etc. What we are currently doing in these shopping channels is what is termed as online B2C model. Actually, Amazon is an typical example of online B2C. The customers are found online, the business, the retail market is also found online, and the transaction is purely done online between the online customer and the online market. The products are given to the customers through physical delivery, but the entire transactions are taking place on the internet. That is why it is called as B2C market. Even we have a lot of virtual organizations also. Virtual organizations also come in this category. Virtual organization means they don't have any physical existence. That is, they don't have any brick or mortar kind of office or structural organization. They exist virtually in the internet. The transaction take place virtually. They function virtually. That is, they are live 24/7, but they don't have any offices physically. This concept of organization is called as virtual organization. Now we move on to the third model, that is B2G model. B2G model means, online B2G model means business to government transaction, or lot of projects in which the government is in terms with, or they are contracted with some private organizations, and the private organizations and this government has a type, or they are linked together through online. All the activities between the business and the government is done online, or the transactions are done online. This particular concept of transaction between the business, private party business to the government is called B2G online model, or B2 business to government. For example, some of the portals, online portals of the government is run virtually by private companies. That is, they are hired online for the government, but this is administered, or this is monitored not by the government but by the private parties. So these private parties hire a certain amount of money, or get a certain amount of money for as part of the maintenance charge, rental, etc. This online model of giving us a rental, their portal, or they say software as a platform or infrastructure as a platform to the government is called online B2G model. Then we come to the last portion, or we come to the last model of C2C model, that is customer to customer transaction online model. When we are talking about C2C transaction, on the either side of the transaction we have customers. That is, at the selling part and also the buying part we have the customers, and it is done online. There are a lot of examples, and the typical example, if I want to say, Quicker, OLX, etc. OLX.com or Quicker.com is a typical example of C2C online C2C business model. Many researchers are going on in this online B2B model, B2C model, B2G model, and C2C model, because every platform needs, or every platform will be live only with the help of the customers. So it involves a lot of involvement of the customers. So all the companies are, what the companies are looking at it, how to retain those customers who are currently engaging in their platform, or how to retain the entire customer base. That is what they're talking about. So when I am coming back to this particular C2C model, what is being done is, C2C is customer to customer transaction. Say we have at the selling end we have customers, and the buying end we have the customers, and the entire transaction takes place between these two customers. This kind of transaction is C2C transactions. Why it is of relevance in today's world is that we have a lot of competitions online. We have a lot of B2B models, B2G models, C2C models, etc. So when these models increases, or the existence of companies online increases, what is the issue is that getting customers is really an issue, and getting a lot of customers is an issue, plus how to retain those customers is another question. That is why this lot of competition and lot of updations are going on online, in order to make their platform energetic, or they want to retain the platform with lot of customers, and they want to retain the customers. That is the most important way in which, or most important scenario for today's online B2B or online B2G or B2C or C2C models. That is an important issue for any online platform. Thank you.